You guys might remember the fact that Dogpack decided it was a good idea to make a video where him and the lovely Rosanna decided to react to potential CP in their video, but don't worry, guys, they censored it prior, you know. And everyone, even like non-commentary people, like, what the fuck? What's happening here? What the fuck? But there was one person who came to their defense. And that was Cam Nuggets. Now, there was a small commentary podcast that Cam Nuggets did appear on, and I did save that in the docket, but we never did get the chance to delve into all that. However, past this point, apparently some very interesting Discord messages have leaked out about his love for BBWs. And another commentary creator by the name of Gamma has decided to make a video dedicated to exposing Cam Nuggets. Now, I do want to point out that prior to all this coming out, I did offer to have an interview with Cam Nuggets, right? I did offer to have a talk with him, get his side of the story, be fair. Because, like, hang on, it doesn't show it right here, but actually, will it show if I full screen it? No, it won't. Okay, so the thing is, okay, I followed him, and then he followed me, and then, DMs, bada bing, bada boom, that's how we did things, right? This motherfucker right here decided to soft block me. This motherfucker decided to soft block me. Because when I checked the DMs again to try and reach out again, like, hey, does this date work for you? I noticed I couldn't DM him. I couldn't DM him anymore. And so, like, I click on the profile, and, like, I noticed, weirdly enough, I'm not following him anymore. And the only way that happens is if you soft block them. And I'm thinking, this bitch made motherfucker. Now, what happened that would cause this? Because I actually didn't comment on a whole lot prior to this. And it's funny they're in the fucking chat right now, okay? As always, guys, when it comes to the majority of the world's problems, it's because of a goddamn woman. And which woman was it that caused this? Ladies and gentlemen, it was fucking K-Huck. I retweeted K-Huck's stream on Cam Nuggets, and that caused me to get the soft block. So today, guys, we're blaming K-Huck. Remember, chat. Always blame the woman. Always blame the fucking woman, chat. Always blame the woman. Who is Gamma, if I may ask? Gamma is he's a small commentary channel. He's an up-and-comer, okay? And I say small, but he's got more subs than me, okay? He's a 4K sub Andy. And he's made the video today. And I'm very excited to watch it today. I am super excited. Super excited. But anyway, guys, enough dilly-dallying, as the kids say. Let's get into this and watch a train wreck, shall we? Uh-oh. Hey. Hey, this is not my fault. Yeah, it is your fault, K-Huck. It is your fault.
Cam, do you think censored CP should be allowed on YouTube?
What is it?
Do you think censored child should be allowed on the platform called YouTube?
If you edit it and censor it and it's in context to exposing something.
I beg your biggest pardon. Excusez-moi. What the fuck? What the fuck? All right. Well, y'all lucky I don't have alcohol on me right now. This would have turned into a drinking stream real quick. All I got is fucking water on me.
You're not
bad,
listening
yes.
to what I'm saying. You're take the
You're
earplugs
dumb.
out,
Stop
right?
asking me questions. If you're stop
Retard,
asking me
listen to what the
questions.
I'm saying. You stupid.
Womp
Listen to me,
womp.
okay? Shut the up.
Did he just fucking say womp womp to someone asking him about censored CP? What the fuck? Cam
It's
Nuggets.
14 pages.
14 pages. 14 pages. Yo, Pigeon Salad just renewed his membership. Thank you, good sir. Thank you. For 15 months between Rosanna K. Huck and Kamala, it seems that one conclusion reigns supreme. White women are to blame for all problems in the world. You know, Pidgey, you spitting facts. You spitting facts right there, man. Okay. That's why. You know, I'm not. You know what? I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. All I'm saying is, you know, nothing wrong with a little chocolate once in a while. Get what I'm saying? Get what I'm saying, chat? Okay. But okay, let's go on with the video. Jesus.
Listen to me. Censored. I said censored. The first word in that question was censored. Do you think censored should be allowed on YouTube? Yes or no?
Yes, depending on the context. And
Okay,
if it's
you're
used,
Yes, that was the infamous genius commentator known as Cam Nuggets defending
Jesus.
the distribution of what he believes.
So I will say this, okay? My only experience to Cam Nuggets prior to all this going down was Tom reacted to one of his videos. And it's this video where he tries to say that like Logan Paul abused his dog because of like some kind of like boating thing happened. But like, and he tried to say that like Logan Paul pushed the dog off the boat, but like in the footage you can clearly tell that like the dog jumped on its own. So like the guy is like I feel like he is either he doesn't properly do his research and he just goes with what the popular narrative is, or he is purposefully dishonest. So true. I mean, without us, there would be no one. Guess I need to become a man now. BRB gonna get my. Goddamn. You guys having a fucking culture war in my chat right now.
Believed to be censored CSAM. Now, some of you may be wondering what is driving me to make this video, and it's because after a heated debate featuring Mrao, Cam Nuggets, Beckett, and yours truly, Cam Nuggets decided to misrepresent me and make a community post to thousands.
Let's see. Cam Nuggets on his community post. This guy might be mentally unwell. Let's see. It's entirely possible that maybe even Chris didn't actually think it was CP. That's a bad faith assumption Dogpack made.
Thousands of people of a tweet without any context. But before we get into that, how did we get here? There is an incredibly important story to tell here. On October 26, 2024, Rosanna Pansino and Dogpack released a video titled MrBeast Knew All Along. In this video, they made some incredibly slanderous allegations against Ava Chris Tyson and MrBeast, where they implicate not just Ava Chris Tyson, but the entire MrBeast company, including Jimmy, of distributing what Rosanna and Dogpack believe to be CSAM of a 13-year-old Ivanka.
And they fucking showed it. They showed it for the world to see. Okay? Now, okay, they did apparently contact the FBI for this, right? But then they still made a video where they're like, let's react to CP. Oh my god. You know that type of thing right there? And then everyone rightfully so, called them out on reacting to CP. And they're like, oh well, actually, we just found out that like what we reacted to wasn't CP after all. And it's like you're only clearing that up now so that way you can save your own fucking asses. Because like you could have done the fucking research. Or like just fucking like if you, because like in the video they're not like, well, we never said it was CP, but like Dogpack specifically says multiple times in the video that he believes it's CP, that it is CP. You could have just like mentioned it in a video that like, by the way, in these leaked messages we did find potential CP and we did send that to the FBI, because that's what fucking, like, I don't think Muda has done a case like that before, but like any material that Muda believes is like a criminal in nature, he usually sends that shit to the FBI and then goes from there. Yeah. How is everyone going? I am I am doing really well, good sir. I am doing really well. Guys, by the way, if you want to support the channel, first off, you can leave a like on this live stream right now, or you become a member for just 99 cents. That's cheaper than most value menus nowadays. And you get a shout out at the end of every live stream, exclusive members only content, and videos a day early.
Trump. Not just that, but they also lied about this being a work group chat and even embellished details to make the allegation that people in this chat were interested in cannibal fetishism over a Garfield vor meme. But why is any of this important? Within 48 hours, there were very important concerns being brought up towards Dogpack and Rosanna Pansino. In that video, they came to the conclusion that Chris Tyson had distributed what they judged to be CSAM. However, not only did these individuals believe that this was CSAM, but they had this image in their
possession. I'm seeing some shot from the point. People here making some cameos. Let's
uncensored, censored it poorly, and then distributed what they believed was CSAM to what is now over 1 million people. A literal day after the fact, it was proven that that was in fact not CSAM, and a simple reverse image search, which Dogpack did himself as well, would have revealed that this image was never CSAM and was in fact an image of an 18-year-old girl. So not only did Dogpack make a poorly researched false allegation against Ava Chris Tyson, MrBeast, and the entire company, but per his own assessment, he possessed CSAM and distributed it. Here's where,
and like, this is the thing, is like you already had enough evidence against Chris Tyson to begin with, right? There was no need to add on further evidence against him, because the thing is, we have multiple like chat messages of him interacting in his Discord server with minors, looking at porn, looking at very inappropriate stuff. There are 4chan messages of him talking about how much he loves lolly gangbangs. There is fucking and also too, there's the old YouTube video of him linking to a Nickelodeon star's leaked photographs before they were 18. You already had you already had the evidence against him. Why, like, this is the thing with the Dogpack investigation. For everything, for every like real piece of evidence and every actual damning accusation they have against MrBeast and his crew, they have like 5 like potential false ones that they would rather focus on. When like you already have smoking guns. And like, this is the thing, like, this isn't like, MrBeast isn't just another like shitter YouTuber that you can like just fling shit at, right? This is a multi-million-dollar YouTuber with not only the largest fan base on YouTube, but has the legal funds to shut you up. Okay, so like, if you want to like swing at him, you need to make sure that everything you have is fucking concrete, that you can make sure without a shadow of a doubt that they can't say anything against. Like, because like, guess what? They tried to say that James Warren was a domestic violence abuser. James Warren, the CEO of, or I guess former CEO now, of the MrBeast LLC. Guess what? The domestic charges were completely false, made up by Jimmy's ex-girlfriend, who Dogpack was trying to use as a source. Okay, this sorry for the rant. It is semi-relevant to the topic. It's just Dogpack legitimately needs to send this off to someone else because he is not equipped to handle any of this now. He has proven that without a shadow of a doubt. Because what is this now? Like 2-3 times that he's gotten stuff absolutely false, and then he's backpedaling, saying that, well, like, I technically never said it was absolutely concrete, so technically I didn't say anything false. But like, come on, dude. Come on. We know what your fucking intentions were. Right? We knew what your intentions were. So why lie? You know? Anyway, let's continue.
Cam Nuggets comes in. Cam Nuggets made a video that was titled Dogpack and Rosanna Pansino did nothing wrong. And as he started getting criticism for the title, he changed the title to Rosanna and Dogpack Twitter Drama Explained. Now, something that's important to contextualize here is that within this video, he defends Dogpack of not just making a slandering accusation for the third time, but also defends Dogpack of being in possession of and distributing what Dogpack believed to be CSAM. And Cam Nuggets quite literally quadruples down on this.
Do you think it is all right if someone takes a screenshot or downloads an image of CP and then in an editing software censors it and then puts it on YouTube? Do you think that's an okay thing to do?
I think that's weird.
Sure. Why are you defending Dogpack with doing what he thought was putting censored CP up in a video then?
Why am I defending it? Because I think the video itself isn't illegal. Like, it wouldn't break any law.
You're bringing legality into this. I'm asking you morally, right? I don't care if the video is illegal, right? I'm trying to figure out if it's okay to...
Yeah, well, like, because, like, I think it's fair, like, especially, like, if, okay, so, like, if we're looking at this from, like, a morality standpoint, which it's, like, which I guess you can argue is what I'm saying, but like I'm not really trying to focus necessarily on that. But if we want to bring morality into it, right? You're exploiting child victims for views because like your face is like you're doing what I'm doing here. Like your face is in the fucking corner and you're just like, oh my god, that's so bad. Oh my god, you know. And it's like why? I get that they said that they sent it to the FBI, but again, why did they have to make a video specifically reacting to the CP? All they could have done was like, hey, like they oh my god, they just this is what I mean. This is what I mean. They have to like fucking throw everything they can against MrBeast in order to make him look bad. But like they end up making themselves look just as bad, you know? I don't want to say they're worse because like MrBeast did hire a registered sex offender, but like come on, dude, don't fucking look at like don't look at censored CP, you know? Or like no, like what's worse is like he had the CP and then he censored it. So it's like, or like the alleged CP, what he thought was CP. You know?
Exist. My question then would be, why are you defending Dogpack when he does this thing then, right? Don't use the law, don't use legality. Try to explain to me why you're defending him without that.
I would say that he thought he was doing something good that technically isn't illegal.
Do you think it really matters what he thought he was doing to be good if what he was in reality doing was spreading illegal like content, explicit content of a minor being abused and like what he thought to be? Because those two things, at least in my mind, can't mix. You can't think you're doing something good and then get an image of what you to be a child being exploited or abused and then put that on a video and then upload that to a channel that has like upwards of 10 million subscribers, right?
I mean, if you're using it as evidence of something disgusting happening in a group, then
you do understand to censor CP, you would have to download the CP and edit it.
Yeah,
right?
I know that. I said that's
Meaning you hold possession of CP.
it's weird, and I don't know how Dogpack can explain that.
You just think it's weird, that's it?
Yeah.
Because I would probably proclaim it's like way worse than weird. Like that's probably
because I would
morally
assume
reprehensible,
that
right?
when he downloaded the logs to the entire group, the image was included.
And then he got that image, he downloaded it, and then he censored it, and then he put it onto a YouTube video, right?
Yeah, that was the worst part.
And you just think that that's weird. You don't think that that's bad for him to do.
I mean, weird kind of implies bad.
I think bad and weird are on very different levels of severity.
Right. Like, well, what's a good example? Now listen, okay? I wouldn't say you people in the chat are bad, but sometimes, people get a little weird in chat, That's not a bad thing. Just y'all get weird sometimes. but like you get the point I'm making here. Like there's a clear distinction between weird and bad.
He did.
As a result of Cam's video and his egregious takes, where Cam Nuggets defends Dogpack of potentially downloading CSAM, barely censoring it, and then distributing it to hundreds of thousands of people, as well as equating that to being better than Chris Tyson sending CP, his words, to a private group chat of only a handful of people, I started theory crafting and doing some layered research to point out why Cam Nuggets is a dishonest and bad faith individual. Here's the thread, which adds context to the community post Cam Nuggets made, where he completely misrepresented me to thousands of people. So my thread goes as, gonna say it, Cam Nuggets needs to be blackballed. There's no way you're seriously going to sweep for this and neglect crucial information that Dogpack willingly misrepresented these allegations and then attempted to defend them while being dishonest, claiming they did nothing wrong. Not to mention the fact you're completely neglecting the fact that Dogpack is equally as guilty of what they accuse Ava of, especially after ignorantly misinterpreting and misrepresenting Ava's reason for looking at this image in the first place. Contextually, per that image, Chris Tyson probably didn't even consider the CP, but rather was concerned that Ivanka had a manager that was a potential pedophile. Chris Tyson even said allegedly 13. For all we know, Tyson probably didn't even actually think this was a child. That's not to defend Chris Tyson and her previous behavior. That's to be fair in the criticism for any reason Tyson may have looked into this image herself. But here's where it gets important. Additionally, it's entirely possible all of these people knew after conducting a reverse image search, Tyson and Dogpack, that Ivanka in this picture was in fact 18 years of age, considering this image was present in several discussion boards per their reverse image searches. Even people like Damaged Sector pointed out that a reverse image search would have in fact made it very clear that Ivanka's age was in fact 18, quite easily at that. So Dogpack lied about shady websites. One of the reverse results was Reddit, another was Informer. Why would any of these websites willingly publish CSAM? They wouldn't. You legitimately just lied and implied Chris Tyson willingly distributed alleged CSAM. Point being, I will not stand for this blatant dishonesty or attempt to obfuscate anyone's wrongdoing to protect them. Now,
And yeah, like trust me. Out of everything Chris Tyson has done, the stuff found in that group chat are not the worst. Which is kind of sad that's like, because like and under any other circumstance that would be fucking grounds to like fucking ostracize someone, right? No, it was criminal act because Dogpack wasn't law enforcement, period. Guess it was a good thing it wasn't cheese pizza. No, exactly. Fucking exactly. And like, okay, I don't know if you missed this rant earlier, Peepaw. The only fucking reason Dogpack is now saying that it's not CP, which obviously we now know it isn't, right? But in that moment, Dogpack believes it's CSAM, believes it's CP, and that this is like his moment to cancel MrBeast, right? The only reason why they even bothered to clarify later on that it wasn't CP is so that way they can clear their own fucking names, because they got a fucking video where they're like, oh my god, we're looking at CP. Oh my god, guys, the MrBeast group chat has CP. Like, what the fuck? You goddamn fucking mongoloid idiots. Jesus fucking Christ, man. How hard is it not to fucking act weird? How fucking hard is that? Like, this again, Dogpack should not be the one fucking handling this investigation. He has proven without a shadow of a doubt multiple times that he is not capable of handling any of this. He needs to send off what he has to an actual investigator. Yeah, they fumbled that ball so hard. Dude, it was more than a fucking fumble. It fucking cratered into the goddamn earth. Like, brother in Christ, man. You, like, these morons.
Some of you might be wondering why I even think that's a reasonable assessment. Well, for one, it's because I personally thought Dogpack was safe, considering that the image was probably never CSAM at all. Listen to what I said in this video. Now, while I have been very harsh towards Dogpack, keep in mind, I am only being harsh using his own judgment of whether or not this image was CP. Keep in mind, he judges that this image is CP. However,
He says multiple times in the Rosanna video that it is CP.
in fairness to Dogpack, ultimately, this depends on whether or not proper authorities would be willing to constitute this image as sexually suggestive CP. In spite of this, though, if the facts turn out to be that this image was not CP by legal standards, that means that he and Rosanna both implicated Chris Tyson and MrBeast's company falsely of having possession of and distributing this material, and misrepresented Chris Tyson's reason for bringing up this image in the first place. This is not to defend Chris Tyson or MrBeast. As a matter of fact, I think that there are a lot of things that they rightfully need to be criticized for. But Dogpack making this monumental screw up have direct
Honestly, how the fuck are you, how the fuck do you lose against someone who hired a registered sex offender for a children's YouTube channel? Because that's what's happening right now, Dogpack. You're fucking losing against him because you're fucking screwing this up so much. You're accusing them of so many fucking shit that they can prove is false, that it casts a shadow of doubt on everything that is actually fucking real, and all the fucking actual MrBeast simps that you're fucking accusing us of being. All the actual fucking MrBeast simps are gonna go, well, they lied about this thing, so clearly this thing's also not true. And I'm like, fuck, these fucking morons, man. And Dogpack's I think it's very clear what fucking Dogpack's end goal is throughout all of this, right? He wants to fucking make a YouTube career for himself. Because guess what? What better way of starting a YouTube career than fucking being known as the guy who took down MrBeast, right? I know he's made a big deal that he's not monetized yet, but right? But hypothetically, let's say that after all this is over, right, and somehow he got a dub on MrBeast, you don't think he wouldn't monetize his channel or open up a Patreon or some shit like that? You don't. He's willing. He is talking to anyone who will have him on their goddamn show, channel, whatever, right? He's actively collaborating with a YouTuber with 14 million subs. So that way he can spread the message and everything, so that way he can get his name out there. He is absolutely trying to start a career from this. To say otherwise is just being disingenuous.
Directly given MrBeast and Chris Tyson a win, and it has tarnished his credibility and trust. To add more credence to this theory, I have to bring up some wider context, which was also featured in this debate between me and Cam Nuggets.
Dogpack here. I received access to the work chats not knowing there was potential CP. Obviously, when I saw it, I reverse image searched it, thinking it was probably fake news. Cursory search revealed nothing conclusive, and I obviously didn't want to dig deeper through weird websites. By the way, this is also a lie because those websites weren't weird. When we see the fucking reverse image search in his in the video, it literally just shows Reddit and infographic. Those websites would literally not be fucking publishing CP by in any means. If he actually did his research and looked at those
websites would be taken down by the government if they were posting that.
Which he probably did. He would learn that Ivanka Trump was actually 18. So I censored the image, meaning he had to censor the original naked image, which he assumed was CP per this fucking per this Reddit statement, and deleted the source, which means at some point he actually did have what he believed to be CP in his fucking hard drive. And in another reply to this fucking initial tweet, he says tells Cam Enfix essentially that I copy pasted the image. That you do realize that per the law, having data of that image in any way, shape, or form is still illegal. If it can be reproduced into a discernible image, it is still illegal. Developed film, undeveloped video tapes, that means if it wasn't even visible from the get-go, it would still be illegal no matter what. If it was undeveloped and you can't see it, as long as it's stored in some way, that is still illegal. And electronically stored data that can be converted into a visual image. So he did have electronically stored data. So if he believed that was CP, he was himself committing a crime. Why did you not point that out in your video? You pulled up the same exact fucking law, by the way, in your video to try to defend Dogpack. If you read this portion, you could have criticized Dogpack of fucking doing this exact same thing that he accused Ava of without actually doing his due diligence and potentially Ava herself not even believing that this could have been CP. There's multiple
Ava
layers
didn't
of the amount
censor it when she sent it.
she didn't need to censor it. Potentially because she probably believed it wasn't even actually CP.
Where are you
because
getting that logic from? Why would you send a picture you don't think is CP and say, I think this is a 13-year-old?
Okay, let's hypothetically say that like Ava Chris Tyson knew without a shadow of a doubt that it was CP, right? That doesn't make it okay for that doesn't fucking make it okay for Dogpack to then fucking spread it fucking everywhere. That doesn't make it right for Dogpack to download it to his computer to then not physically, but to make alterations to the image himself in order to like censor it. That doesn't make it okay. It doesn't. even if hypothetically Ava Chris Tyson knew that the image was CP, that doesn't make it okay for Dogpack to do what he did. Like Cam saying is like, well, what about Chris? What about Chris? What about Chris? If Chris thought that was CP, then yeah, fucking checked all of his all of their goddamn hard drives. I've been wanting the hard drive check on them from the fucking beginning of all this bullshit. But since the fucking Shadman shit, like, believe it or not, guys, okay? Chris is not fucking innocent whatsoever. It's just that, like, again, you already had plenty of evidence to screw them on. But then you just fucking, like, you add a bunch of unverifiable bullshit that you can't fucking prove. But Nerdy Dogpack is a professional journalist and beyond, and yeah. Reproach, yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Let me get on my fucking hands and knees for fucking Dogpack. Jesus fucking Christ. Let me be like fucking Cam Nuggets and just fucking open up the mouth for him, right?
Year-old.
Okay, where do I get the logic from?
Yeah, if I send you a picture of a naked kid and say, "Oh, I think this is a naked kid,"
was the image a naked kid? By the way, keep in mind, was the image a naked kid?
That's not where we're at yet.
No, that is where we're at. You brought it up.
If I send you what I think is a naked kid, and you search it up and be like, "Oh no, this is actually a midget" or something.
Can you tell me definitively that Ava actually thought that was a naked kid? Because she did use the word allegedly.
Can you show me the part where she didn't say?
So this is the full like chat. So this photo allegedly of Ivanka Trump. When she was 13, her modeling agent, John Kosblek, has been accused of pedophilia, but reverse image searching the image only brings up 54 results. Most are just message boards of people using this image randomly. If this is true, they tried to while this shit. Oh, I think she meant hide this shit from the internet. This thread is a nightmare with receipts. How is this shit not being addressed? So, okay, like, so it seems like in this instance, like, it seems like Ava Chris in this instance isn't like, oh my god, this fucking image, I love this fucking image. It's just like, this is alleged, like, I mean, like, it's still very criticizable. That it's still very criticizable that, like, if it had turned out to be CP that Chris is posting in the group chat, that's still very criticizable, right? I'm not saying it isn't, but like, it's very clear that like Chris wasn't getting their usual enjoyment from this type of stuff. You catch my drift? But yeah, like, to repeat, if Dogpack thought what Chris was posting was CP. Don't fucking download that. Send that shit to the FBI. Maybe mention it in a video. Don't fucking make a video where you're just like, oh my god, guys, CP, guys, CP. Don't be fucking doing that shit. It's not that hard.
I think this is allegedly a 13-year-old.
Oh, I can actually. I'm so glad you said that because you're walking yourself back into a fucking hole. I can show you. I can show you that.
Okay,
I can
how are you
show
gonna do that? How are you gonna do that?
Because it was in their fucking video.
Let's see.
It was literally in their fucking video.
Where?
So in this picture, pull it up, Simpleton. He literally says, "So this photo is allegedly of Ivanka Trump when she was 13."
Why
Her
would you
modeling
send what is
agent-
allegedly a 13-year-old naked?
Because look, listen, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you a lesson. I'm going to give you a little bit of I'm going to give you a lesson about how hashes and CSAM works on the internet, by the way.
Uh-oh, here we go.
If this image was around the internet, keep in mind, Tyson probably found this off of people making conspiracy theories at the time because this image was floating around a lot back then in conspiratorial boards. Chances, if this image was actually CP, Chris Tyson probably wouldn't have been able to get like, you know, any semblance of it at all because it would have been scrubbed from the internet so fucking fast. I don't know if you were around back then when 4chan had a CP issue, but when people would post images that were even remotely alleged to be CP and then it turns out they actually weren't, those boards were scrubbed so fucking fast.
We don't have any of this context from this conversation. I think it's all irrelevant that you're
Okay, we don't have any of this context.
No, but like Gamma's bringing up a point though. It's like there's a fucking reason why like there's a reason why pedos on the internet like they have like what the fuck, they go to like fucking Telegram, right? They go to Telegram to share all that shit because like on like the actual like publicly available internet, if you try to search up an image, a CP image, or you try to upload a CP image, that fucking notifies the FBI, the police, like what the fuck ever government body is in charge of that shit, right? Like like you won't fucking get away with that. What was it? Fucking there was a case back in the day, back in like the LimeWire days, where like, you know, people would download music off of like LimeWire, and what was the other one? What was it? Shit. I'm drawing a blank. The Metallica guys sued them. Anyway, there was a case where a guy downloaded a zip file off of LimeWire. I think it was for specifically like music and stuff. And then it turns out that in that zip file contained CP. That dude was then arrested and charged for harboring CP. And I think it happened within Napster. Thank you. Yeah. But like him like downloading and then possessing that shit, like fucking almost instantaneously that fucker was arrested. And then they fucking searched his hard drive and everything, right? But like my point being, if this was an actual CP image of Ivanka Trump, and granted, I think these were this is like a Telegram group chat, but like Chris is linking to websites that are hosting this image that are not off the dark web. These are publicly available websites, and they would have been taken down very fast if they were actually hosting that shit.
Context from this conversation, right? Which is why,
like, holy shit, when you actually like break it down, like when you actually break down like CP laws and everything, right? Like you realize so fast that this wasn't CP, but fucking Dogpack just fucking ran with that shit because hey, it's more shit to throw at MrBeast, you know?
it's
the only
important,
context
which
we have
is why
that
it's
she thought it
important.
was 13 and since
We don't have no. She didn't
We're
think
looking
it was,
at it.
She
We're
didn't
looking at
think she didn't think it was 13. It was 13. She said it was allegedly 13. Since we want to talk about semantics here, which is something that Dogpack himself does, by the way, since he's so busy saying that he only allegedly said things in his videos. So if you're willing to defend Dogpack for only making alleged allegations that weren't 100% confirmed or definitive by him, you also have to give that same logical consistency to Chris Tyson. Which is why I say fair representation. Yes, it does. Fair representation. Yes, it does. Fair representation is incredibly important. Okay, like I said, would you want fair representation? Yes or no?
Oh my god, he sounds like such a fucking whiny baby. But like, I was thinking, come on. Sensationalism, exactly. Fucking sensationalism. Because why fucking tell the truth when you can just fucking tell a lie? Why do any of that shit, right? Screw, like, if Dogpack's actually trying to be a fucking journalist, he's being a fucking, like, BuzzFeed type journalist. You get what I mean?
That doesn't make sense in this context. Look at that. Even at the bottom, it says, how is this shit not being addressed?
He literally says, her modeling agent, John Casablancas, has been accused of pedophilia. His concern is Casablancas per the fucking context. And as a matter of fact, I had somebody dig into this fucking thread, and we did find it, by the way. That thread was entirely about Casablancas. So per the context and the fucking thread that he linked in this fucking chat, it is entirely possible that Chris Tyson probably didn't even consider any of this to be CP at all by any standards.
How are you coming to that conclusion?
Because it's called doing layered research, moron! Something you can't do!
How are you going to research something that doesn't have context? You're making things up, but acting like it's facts.
So I want to jump in here because I'm pretty sure some eagle-eyed viewers are going to notice that Camps accuses me of making stuff up, yet if you've been paying attention to the images I've been editing on screen, I didn't make any of that up. I provided receipts and evidence for everything that I claimed in that debate. I never spoke out of my ass. So to be clear, everything that I said was in fact within context and did in fact have real receipts. Cam simply just doesn't do his research and doesn't know anything about the situation at hand. No, it's called fair. It's called fair assessment. It's called fair assessment. I'm saying, listen, if you want to accuse Chris Tyson of her believing this was 100% CP, then you also have to give that same accusation to Dogpack and then guilt him accordingly. Yes or no?
What are you asking? Dogpack did not post an uncensored photo of a 13-year-old to a group.
If you want to, like, what Gamera's doing
No, he just downloaded an uncensored image. It's so much better.
is providing context for the wider conversation Chris Tyson was having, correct?
No. None of that context is relevant in this screenshot. There's no need to add context for something that doesn't exist.
But it does exist, and in this video, I provide examples for everything that I claimed. You're literally just lying because you're incapable of doing research or informing yourself. You are also unwilling to acknowledge this research or do further research yourself because you'd rather be biased.
By the way, apologies for any outside noise. I think they're doing some yard work outside.
And in some cases, unfairly represent people or side with them when they don't deserve to be sided with. As a matter of fact, Cam Nuggets, you say that I'm sweeping and that none of this makes sense. However, even your friend Dogpack, the guy you're willing to defend, agrees with me on a technicality. This means that Dogpack is equally as open to the idea that Ava possibly didn't fully believe this image was CSAM. Of course, that's not to defend Chris Tyson, not at all. It's to open the discussion up to the fact that both Dogpack and Tyson could have possibly knew that this wasn't CP. If I'm going to give that assessment to Dogpack, which I did in my video, then I also have to be logically consistent and also provide that assessment to Ava Chris Tyson. Of course, this opens up the conversation to something else entirely, which is additionally a theory. It is possible that Dogpack knew that this image was actually not CP the entire time and potentially even falsely accused Ava Chris Tyson of distributing CP. And again,
I'm kind of leaning more towards that, if I'm being completely honest. I think he was perfectly willing to smear Chris with this specifically, and he wasn't going to clarify anything unless it backfired on him. That's just the reality of the situation. And you know, I'm glad it blew up in his face, because like it shows that there's enough audience awareness to where they won't let him be a complete dishonest hack. I'm just wishing the general audience was able to push back more against him.
Again, just to double down, Dogpack himself would say that he didn't falsely accuse anyone because Ava only alleged that this image was 13 years old and not a definite sign that Chris Tyson knew it was in fact CP, or more appropriately, CSAM. This brings me to another point. Per Cam's own logic or line of logics, he is more than willing to obfuscate facts and deny people the right to be fairly analyzed and looked into, to clear people of wrongdoing or to assess them of guilt.
This gives me another interesting point that I want to bring up. If I actually did think that you sent me a picture of a minor and then I accused you of being a pedophile, would you not want fair representation?
If your proof was that I said, hey, look at this kid, then I would not want fair representation, because that's what I did.
Wait. What?
What?
You just be like, oh yeah, it's a fair cop. It's a fair cop.
Yeah, I mean, if I sent him something I thought was CP, and he goes on Twitter and says, look at Cam sending me CP, I can't be like, you silly Billy, that was actually a porn star.
Do you admit it?
Pretending it's a kid.
Do you realize what you admitted to right now?
Are you dumb?
No, do you realize what you admitted to right now?
Let's hear it. Let's hear your rocket
You
science.
literally admitted right now that you think it is perfectly fine for people to fucking slander other individuals and then not represent, like, not have any sort of fair assessment.
Stupid?
That's literally what you admitted to right now.
Stupid?
Listen.
If you
sent me an image of what you presume to be as a minor and I called you a fucking pedophile, would you not want fair representation?
If I sent you what I thought was CP, and you went on Twitter with a screenshot saying, bruh, this guy just sent me CP, that is, what are you even arguing?
Would you not want people, if I falsely accused you of something, would you not want people to step in and be like, well, actually, I recognize that image. That's not CP at all. You just falsely accused that guy. Would you not want that to happen?
That's fucking stupid, because the context
You
is
mean that's...
What? No, guys, I don't want people to defend me from false accusations. What the fuck? Cam, you're being stupid right now, buddy. I don't know how else to say it. You're just being goddamn stupid.
Stupid!
Bro, you can actually go to prison for that. False allegation.
What do you
What
mean?
the
How is that a false
Dude.
accusation if I thought it was
not
CP?
How are you not
guys
getting
are
that, bro?
actually
It's
fucking
actual
stupid
CP.
and not
So
listening.
He actually doubles down on this a couple of times, and in the past, he has made videos where he accused people of things they simply didn't do or misrepresents them. Cam has falsely accused Logan Paul of pushing his dog off a boat when
Oh, this was what I was talking about earlier.
evidence shows that was
Yeah.
never the case. Cam also misrepresents a smaller YouTuber known as ETK for ruining a young girl's life in a video, not giving ETK the benefit of the doubt that ETK has his own prerogatives, and claims ETK went into this intentionally ruining her life over jokes, which is funny to mention considering the fact that what he did in this video would make him a complete hypocrite in comparison to statements he made about Chud Logic, where he also throws Chud Logic under the bus for reacting to a video in full.
By the way, I love how, like, because he's also a reaction guy technically too. He's just throwing Chud under the
Despite it
bus because
arguably-
Dark Viper is like the more popular creator.
being fair use.
But in this case, I'm on Dark Viper's side. I think
Brother in Christ. You see, this is, say what you want about me. Say what you fucking want about me. I fucking stand on principle. Right? Dude, look at my fucking, like, look at my Dark Viper live stream and look at my Dark Viper highlight clip. It's nothing but fucking, like, Dark Viper fans telling me how wrong I am, how fucking quote-unquote dishonest I am. I fucking still stand by my opinion that what Dark Viper does is abuse the copyright system and then cries victim over it, right? All Cam Nuggets sees is that Dark Viper is a bigger creator and he doesn't get as much hate as, like, a Logan Paul figure does. Because, like, obviously Logan Paul is a big creator, but everyone hates him. If everyone started magically hating Dark Viper AU, Cam would switch his opinion so fucking fast on the guy. Because he's a fucking dishonest hack who will just say fucking anything to get YouTube views. And that's fucking sad to see in this commentary space. That's fucking absolutely sad to see.
I think that if you are going to watch someone's entire content without their permission, and you're not going to at least do the due diligence of editing, like if it's just you talking, doing something like this. Oh, face cam mode. If I'm just going to, pause halfway through the video and add my own context, and maybe I'll have a script written up and I'll read the script and give more context,
By the way, what the fuck's wrong with his audio? His audio sounds like shit here. What the fuck? It's got like a fan on in the background, and he's like, he's got to like take away the noise. Is that it?
If you're just going to watch someone's entire video and then pause it occasionally to insult them, you're not adding anything. You can argue that it is fair use, but if you were to go to a court and the judge was like, okay, Dark Viper's original video, 10 minutes, your original video, 30 minutes, 10 minutes of said video was Dark Viper's video. So only 2/3 of your content was original, but it only existed because you paused the other guy's content, if that makes any sense.
So Cam argues that Chud Logic deserved to be struck down by Dark Viper because Chud watched Dark Viper's 9-minute video in full, yet added 30+ minutes of commentary. Yet funnily enough, Cam Nuggets does the exact same thing, which means per his logic, he deserves the same treatment.
These 13-minute video, which I do a reaction on, that ends up being a whole lot longer. What do we gain from this? Just the idea that we've ruined a mentally ill girl's life.
Not to mention the fact that Cam completely disregards the facts of the situation and essentially smears Chud Logic here over his own vague assessment of the law. There is not a single thing that Cam isn't willing to lie about or obfuscate to paint a certain narrative. He is willing to lie about so many different things, so to avoid this video being too long, I will just speedrun some things he lied about in the Himpleton debate. He lied about Dogpack uploading what he believed was a fully blurred image, and he also lied about knowing that it was only a partially censored image.
Cam, this is a quote tweet of the original Rosanna censor. This was her tweet when that video was first published. That post that is unavailable, that shows the first censor of the red bars. To claim that you had no idea to lyrics, to claim to lyrics that you had no idea that that's why people were upset is fucking egregious, dude.
What are you saying? Why are you slandering me? What are you even saying?
Okay, what, dude, you literally said
better. What you're saying?
Let's show him the proof. Let's show him the proof, and then you go ahead. Okay.
Yeah.
So Cam, we got this. This is the original.
Okay.
So now let's scroll down a little bit. Okay. So here is you responding to this thread.
That tweet, the post that is unavailable under Spondyle's quote tweet, is the original Rosanna censor that she posted on her Twitter.
How does what I commented to a guy named Legally Lolly mean I saw that?
Because it is under a quote tweet. Are you like actually sped? Yeah, this tweet was originally up, and you responded to it an hour later. To claim that this tweet was taken down when you responded.
Are you telling me that if someone were to reply, that means they also saw the original?
Yes, I am. Because it is literally a quote tweet. Because you had to go into the replies to reply to this Legally Lolly dude.
He lied about not scripting his content to claim that he doesn't remember what he said literally just a day before, when in the past he has said he does script his videos.
You're really just gonna tell me that you forgot, man? Come on, dude. Like, can you just own the
videos? Do you script your videos, Dogtag? I mean, fuck, Cam.
Do I what?
Do you script your videos?
No, okay, don't even pay attention to that. Can you just own the take, dude? Sure. Come on. Like, do you believe in this?
Believe what? What are you asking me?
In what you just said, that people are sweeping for Chris Tyson.
Yeah, I think there's probably some people out there. Timestamps that I want to mention, and then I write my scripts on Google Docs, and then I will...
Cam, why do you say stuff that people can look back on and then say it's, oh my god. Cam, this doesn't look good for you, Cam. Why are you lying, Cam? Why the fuck you lying? Like, Cammy, dude, Mr. Nugget, why you do this? Why do you say things that people can prove are false? Is it that you just have a really bad memory, or is it just like you're just like you're lying to try to get an own in the moment? Which is it?
Be like, so in this part of the video, Dark Viper said that blah 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 blah.
In fairness to Cam, he probably didn't write the video where he defended Dogpack of uploading what he believed to be CP, probably, but at the same time, it brings up another interesting point. Someone this forgetful and incapable of formulating coherent thoughts probably shouldn't be giving any takes to anyone on the internet if there's a possibility they can't remember every detail to a story, because that could lead to obfuscations or misinterpretation of events, which could potentially slander somebody. He also lied about my connection to him and tried to frame it as if we were friends so that he could turn around and call me a snake. The reality is that no, I never respected the guy. I never liked his content, and I've actually been planning on calling him out for being dishonest for literally months now.
The fuck?
What's
going
on?
So the reason I called Gamma two-faced is because we've literally talked in the past, and he said like he disagrees with me on things, but he respects me, and we followed each other.
Yo, man, we were buddies. We were friendly. What's the meme? They were friends. They were talking in the DMs. Come on.
And I've had like good mutual conversations, and then I find out that he like made a whole thread on me and didn't even at me. So
I mean,
thought that was
But am I? Wait, Cam. Follow up question. Am I two-faced for like doing this right now?
I don't think so. I mean, you're doing it publicly. You're not like going behind my back. You didn't unfollow.
But wait, but like, wait, but like the thread's public though. The thread's public. What the fuck do you mean? Gamma's two-faced. Now, granted, I can't speak on Gamma. Like, I can't speak on him as like a creator or like a as like a reputable human being or some whatever shit, right? But like, I don't know. He saw you doing dumb shit and he's calling you out on doing dumb shit. Like, do you expect him to like privately have a conversation with you, have a fireside chat to tell you that what you're doing is stupid? Do you expect him to do like what Augie did for Flamenco back in the day? Like, what are you saying here, bro?
Me, and then make like a post about me saying I should be blackballed from commentary. Like, that just comes across as really stupid.
And I mean, if you don't change up your act soon, I think you yourself are gonna blackball yourself. You're making yourself look like the biggest fucking idiot right now, right? By being purposefully dishonest with everything that you're doing right now.
And weird. Like, you don't have to agree with my opinions, but
Admittedly, this is largely irrelevant and petty, but 1, I never followed the guy, 2, I never respected the guy, and 3, we were never really friends, and the conversation really wasn't mutual. He came into my DMs asking me to also have egregious takes on ETK. I disagreed and said maybe you should be more good faith, and he said that ETK was a complete snake. That's the context of the conversation, and I did not want to subscribe to that notion. Of course, throughout this debate, Cam lied about many more things, so I encourage you all to watch the full conversation over on Morale Live or Hempleton. So after Cam essentially smeared me to literally thousands of people, I had to clear my name to a couple of other individuals because of how poorly framed the image he posted on his community tab was. This led into another confrontation with Cam Nuggets where I explained the further context of his conversation for literally the 4th and 5th time and give him my thought process as to why I would even bother to explore different angles like that.
I didn't. I literally posted your thing.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you don't provide context.
These were your exact words. You said, it's entirely possible that maybe even Chris didn't actually think it was CP. If you
Right, but like you have to look at Gamma's actual thread in order to understand like the position and the argument that he was making there. Like come on, man. That's like being purposefully dishonest. You're doing exactly what Dogpack did. What? No, dude, fucking Spurgy Award for worst commentary channel should go to Cam Nuggets, for fuck's sake. What the fuck, dude? Fucking Cam Nuggets, by the way. You're probably not watching this right now. I'm sure somehow, some way, you'll find bits of this. Maybe you'll watch the full thing. Who fucking knows? I'm just gonna say right here, buddy. If you're gonna fucking try and fucking be dishonest with what I'm saying right here, we can have a chat. We can have a chat about that.
Just said that, I'd maybe be like, okay, that's just his like opinion, giving
what I
like
said,
the
bro.
no, but you also added that's a bad faith assessment Dogpack made.
Because
so
it
you
is a bad faith
assumed that Dogpack
No.
is
I
bad
have to
faith?
stop you right. I have to stop you right there
Okay.
because Dogpack contradicts exactly what you're saying right there. Because on 2 separate occasions, Dogpack himself even said that Tyson allegedly claimed it was a 13-year-old, which means that people that are taking the idea of it being CP as fact are wrong because Tyson alleged it, as in she didn't confirm that it was. So even Dogpack is giving credence to that theory.
Gamma is doing a very good thing here by using Dogpack's words against Cam, because Cam's like the biggest like Dogpack defender right now, other than that surprise witness. So like it's very good what he's doing here, because like he has to, because like Cam then has to concede that what he has to concede to the point, because Dogpack himself is saying it.
Even Dogpack is unwilling to verifiably
that's
say
not
that she
fair
believed it
to
was
do,
CP.
because-
It is fair, dude.
No, if I-
That's not fair. You can't use my king's words against me. How dare you?
Also, Cam, why don't you just test this theory for yourself? Why don't you ask Dogpack personally whether he believes that Tyson fully knew
use the bathroom,
that it was CSAM?
I mean, don't you think the context of his post does? When
No.
he said that
Look,
like this is disgusting, it's crazy, this is being swept under the rug. Doesn't that kind of imply the fact that the photographer that's possibly a pedophile also knew that, and Chris Tyson thought it too?
well, not necessarily. Here's the reason why. Because at the time, 2019, 2020, around the time when Trump was getting a lot of fucking detractors for the second election, people were shopping this photo around, and I have articles to prove this, of Trump potentially being a pedophile by what's it called, hanging around modeling agencies where they had underage women. And in a couple of these conspiracy theories, people were like, hey, wasn't Ivanka 13 at the time of this image? But the thing is, that was only an allegation, because everybody knew that modeling photo shoot was in fact a Trump hosted, like Donald Trump himself hosted that modeling photo shoot, and she was 18 at the time. And even then, that's an obfuscation, because Ivanka Trump started her career at 15. This is verifiable information. So if Chris Tyson herself was doing this research on Casablancas, which she was, considering the topic was not actually of Ivanka Trump, but Casablancas, he would have understood, or she would have understood, sorry, Chris Tyson would have understood that image was actually not.
How does that make sense then? How does
He didn't fucking listen to a single goddamn word. He didn't fucking listen to a single goddamn word. What the fuck? Fucking in one ear, out the other with this dude. Goddamn. God
does the
fucking
context of Casablanca's being a pedophile correlate to an 18-year-old then?
I just explained it to you. Because if Tyson got this image from a website around the time, or a conspiracy theory board, she would have understood at some point in time that she was actually 18, which is why she said allegedly.
Do you see like how those mental gymnastics might
It's
make
not
me
mental
come
gymnastics.
to the
The accusation is that the dude was a pedophile. So, like, just fucking Christ, Cam, you stupid goddamn moron.
idea that you might be mentally unwell, which is why I posted what I did on my
No, dude, because lawyers do this. Would you consider lawyers mentally unwell for trying to like fairly assess somebody?
That's not a fair assessment, though.
That is a fair assessment.
An interesting thing about Cam Nuggets is that if you are a logically consistent individual that is willing to explore different avenues of how people may be more innocent or more guilty, he considers that to be a symptom of someone who is mentally ill, which is why he made the post against me per his logic. So in order to prove what I'm doing here is fair, I asked Cam Nuggets a hypothetical question.
Cam, listen. say for example, some guy gets murdered, right?
Yeah.
This guy goes this guy's at the scene of the crime. He goes home. Police are at his house, and he has blood in his hands. That guy gets arrested and is immediately assumed to be convicted of murder. Would you not want to explore the possibility that maybe this guy was trying to save this guy's life by covering the wound?
I would agree with you, but those don't correlate. Those two comparisons.
Those two comparisons don't correlate.
I'll use that same example. The guy with blood on his hands.
No, you guys
is like
listen.
Is also
listen.
like a schizophrenic and tells the cop, "I think I killed that guy," and then you'd be like, "Oh well, we got to give him a fair trial because he might be just schizophrenic and didn't actually kill him."
This goes to show how completely uneducated and dumb Cam Nuggets actually is, because even if somebody...
How old is Cam? Is he like late teens, early 20s? Is he like around my age? He better not be older. He fucking better not be older than me. If I find out he's like mid-20s and he's like being a fucking moron online like this, then goddamn, man, we're fucking cooked as a society.
He does confess to a crime, even if they are schizophrenic, there are literally laws that protect you from confessing to a crime you didn't commit, and you are still entitled to fair representation and entitled to an investigation. The term is literally called corpus delicti, and it's a common law Latin phrase that translates to body of crime, which means that you are entitled to an investigation before you are convicted of a crime, or you are convicted of any sort of guilt. So what Cam is doing here is that he's being intentionally bad faith to attempt to try to smear somebody more than what he has to.
What I'm saying is like, okay, Cam, say you were the guy who was trying to save somebody's life and your fingerprints were found at the scene of the crime. Would you not want someone to go out and explore the options that maybe you were actually trying to save this guy?
They do that. They do that.
Cam, that's what I'm doing here, Cam.
But what I'm saying is it doesn't matter. You're like...
What do you mean does it not matter?
Lock it down. Both people.
Hold on.
Let's reset for a second.
People are allowed to have their opinion. Like if I say... Yeah, even sending what the internet is alleging as a 13-year-old is fucking disgusting. I think I'm allowed to have that opinion. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong. And you're allowed to have your opinion too, right?
That's not what I'm saying, dude. My opinion is that I think Chris Tyson is a fucking degenerate.
I do too.
But I'm also giving the like fucking the exploration of some, like, even if somebody was a fucking pedophile, I wouldn't falsely accuse them of murder. You know what I mean?
Dude, that's the thing. You're allowed to have that. I don't care about your opinion of that.
Okay,
you're allowed
I'm allowed to.
You're allowed to have the opinion that you shouldn't falsely accuse someone of stuff. What the fuck, man? You're allowed to have the opinion that you shouldn't falsely accuse people of stuff they didn't do. Okay, Cam. Okay. You're gonna... Guys, we have another allegations or evidence. We got another one. Jesus fucking Christ. Allegations are evidence. Allegations are fucking evidence, guys. We got another one. Fucking Cam Nuggets, man.
To have that opinion.
Yes.
Yet you're calling me mentally deranged for having my opinion of trying.
You said I deserve to be blackballed for my opinion.
No, dude, I'm saying you deserve to be blackballed for like fucking obfuscating what
Dogpack did. Here's the thing that Cam doesn't understand. Cam is a lying, dishonest, malicious, and hypocritical individual that took me out of context and led people to believe that I was a pedophile per the comments on his community post, and was even open to the idea of deleting the community post. However, me calling him out and criticizing him for being dishonest and misrepresenting facts, such as obfuscating what Dogpack did in regards to potentially distributing CP to hundreds of thousands of people, is not equatable to him posting this and leading people to believe that I am a pedophile. And he fights for his right to take me out of context through the entirety of this call.
We're always referring to a legal
Okay,
standard.
then,
We're
Cam.
talking about anything.
Cam, I'm gonna offer you this fucking. I'm gonna offer you to concede on this one more time. If somebody falsely accused you of being a pedophile by taking something out of context, or let alone, would you not be upset at that?
I am upset at that.
Would you not want people to come in and say, hey, this isn't actually how it happened?
Yeah, they are doing that.
Oh, you would. Cool. You would. Cool. So you would have to offer the same fucking privilege to me.
What do you
per
mean?
your own standards?
Your
you would have
your
to.
statements don't make sense.
What do you mean my statements
I
don't make sense?
understand you're upset.
You're
so
you're
would I
being
be. What do you mean?
illogical. You're being illogical here. You're
I gotta
so
pause.
so what you're doing is that you're allowing yourself that privilege, but you're not giving anybody else that privilege.
Say what you just said again, because it doesn't make sense.
If people are fucking making false assumptions of you, you would want people to rectify that, right? Why are you unwilling to provide that same privilege to me or other people?
What does that mean? Everyone who's been accusing me of being
What does that mean? What does that mean? You very clearly. You can't be that stupid. You can't be that fucking stupid that you don't know what he's fucking saying here. I refuse to believe someone is this goddamn stupid. He is purposefully playing dumb here. He has to. There is no way someone's this dumb. Someone's this willing to ignore everything. There's no way. No way. Come on, man. Don't do this to me. Don't fucking make my brain explode from this fucking brain rot. Don't do this.
a pedophile? I've had to explain how I'm not.
But you want others to understand.
They do.
Okay, no, well, not technically, actually. But would you want others to understand? Just like, it's a hypothetical. Would you want others to understand if you were being falsely implicated of something?
They are.
Okay.
What would you?
I'm literally being falsely accused of things, and they are understanding.
Something funny to point out here is that this is literally the 4chan IQ test. If you ask someone a hypothetical, such as, how would you feel if you had breakfast this morning? A low IQ person's brain wouldn't understand the hypothetical and answer, but I did, instead of theorizing an alternate scenario. Cam Nuggets is literally a low IQ individual. Let's not forget the hypocrisy that he exhibits here.
He's low IQ, so says 4chan. I think his behavior says that more so. All right, Jesus.
Show you a clip. If he cares so much about context and potentially ruining someone's lives, why did he take me out of context and imply I'm mentally deranged, leading other people to assume that I'm a pedophile?
Body shamed her, Asian fish shamed her, whatever the case may be, all based on, some screenshots and a lot of stuff out of context. Again, it's kind of hard to say like the salute is out of context, but dark humor is very dark humor. If you're doing things in like a server or a private call that you
by the way, I'm just gonna say it right now, guys, if you're doing facial hair, don't just do mustache. Don't just do the mustache, because it's it's a very bad look. Okay, look at this man right here. Look at him. He looks very greasy. Very greasy. He looks like he sells dope in the 70s. I wouldn't trust him. I don't think you guys should either. I'm just saying that's a very unflattering look. Very untrustworthy look right there.
Have a tight niche and tight click with. You can do things, and sometimes you might do things that are a little too offensive and too edgy. More of that like 2016 type of humor. Again, I'm not defending it. I think it's dumb.
So, Cam Nuggets, you care about screenshots being out of context, potentially ruining someone's lives, but per your own logic, you should concede on anything said about her because she said what she said. Isn't that what you told me? That I said what I said?
Cam, the difference is that thousands of people saw your fucking post. Thousands of people saw your post verifiably. Right, because of the amount of likes that it got, which supersedes or overpasses every other fucking every other post you've made, right? That post has 3,000 likes, and all of the comments, dude. How is it your fault?
Don't start wars with people that are better than you.
Cam, the thing is,
wait, your response to like your response to lying about him is, well, like, don't start beef with people that are bigger than you. I'm sorry, aren't you a fucking commentary channel? Dude, that's all the fuck we do is start shit with bigger channels. What the fuck do you mean? What the fuck do you mean? Your response, your fucking response to fucking being dishonest about someone is to fucking say, don't start shit with someone who's fucking bigger than you? God fucking damn, man. What the actual fuck? You, oh my God, you fucking stupid ass motherfucker. Don't fucking cry. Don't fucking cry when you start shit with a bigger creator and they start lying about you, dude. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna fucking say. Don't fucking cry when this happens to you. You fucking dishonest hack. You dishonest fucking hack. Fucking Christ.
You are fucking like the like it's not equatable, dude. People are disagreeing with your takes because they think that you don't have enough information. People are believing that I'm a fucking pedophile. Do you not understand how bad that is?
Yep.
And not to mention there's more people believing that I'm a pedophile than there is people that fucking don't take you seriously. There are more people that still take you seriously per your own fucking videos, per the views you get. If that's a card you want to play. You are literally admitting that you fucked me over significantly harder. It's not equatable. It's not equatable.
I don't think he's saying he's admitted it, but I do agree with Gamma's point that these people, because of how if the post was more in depth, saying like maybe making more of a informed rapport on his on his like take, I think it would have been a lot better than just saying this guy might be mentally unwell, because it leads other people into thinking that, hey, this guy likes Chris Tyson, ergo he's a pedophile, and your comments are definitely reflecting that 100%. Okay, like what I'm saying, Cam, I have a bias towards you. We're friends, but I think you're wrong on this point, and I think both of you, I think Cam, you should either change the wording of your post and make a new post, or you should just delete. Why not?
Nah, because it's stupid. That's stupid double standard.
Nah, it's stupid. It's stupid for me to not lie about people. It's stupid for me not to fucking lie about people. Just brilliant, man. Just brilliant. I can see why you're such a well-respected creator. I can see why so much. You totally haven't been a fucking laughingstock this entire fucking time. Jesus Christ, man. Idiots, man. Nothing but fucking mongoloid idiots. What? Honestly, man. He's gonna ruin his own career eventually. He's gonna get himself into something that he can't get out of. By the way, okay, if I'm looking at his channel right now, he's only 25K. Granted, that's bigger than me, bigger than Gamma. But like, this dude's already got a fucking ego from having 25K subscribers. Yeah, imagine how fucking insufferable he's gonna be if like somehow he gets 100K. Man, someone's gonna fucking check him real quick.
Just because my following is larger than yours,
That's not what I'm saying.
that's fine.
That's not what we're saying. We don't care about
not
the
you.
following,
I'm
dude.
talking about Gamma. My following is larger than Gamma, and I reposted something you said to them, and they came to that conclusion. That's fine. If you want to
They came to
share
that
your,
Yeah,
if
they
you wanna
came to the
share,
conclusion because you were being dishonest and didn't provide context. Everybody at this point probably heard my context and can
What
agree that I wasn't being
context
fucking
is it?
delusional.
That
The
is the
context
entire
that he has.
Let me
That is the entire context. What context am I missing? I don't know. The whole thread where Gamma cohesively makes his point? What the fuck, man? How the fuck do you call yourself a fucking... Listen, okay? I'm not gonna pretend like I'm like the fucking end-all be-all when it comes to fucking commentary, right? I like, at least I try to do the fucking bare minimum of goddamn research that's need to in order to like have some knowledge on situations, right? If I'm going in blind. But like, dude, you there's another thing. There's one thing if like you're going into a situation blind and you get stuff wrong, because like that's something you can recover from. It is another thing to just purposefully misrepresent someone's arguments entirely. That is another thing entirely, man. You and like that's not that. It's not like that. Like that tweet is like the beginning image in the thread. You had to scroll through a good chunk of Gamma's thread in order to get to that post. So you had the entire, like you had the whole access to everything, and you still decided to paint Gamma in that way. It's gonna happen to you, man. I'm not gonna know. I don't know when or how, but eventually that's gonna fucking happen to you with a creator that's 5 times, 10 times your size. And you're gonna get your fucking shit wrecked. You're gonna fucking panic. You're gonna fucking delete everything. And you're gonna fucking cry. I don't know how, but it's gonna happen. And I can't wait for it.
Let me give no.
What did that fucking Nickelodeon former child star say? Karma's a bitch. I should have known better.
No, that was not the entire context, and you know this.
But now that we're on the topic of hypocrisy, what if I told you that Cam is the biggest example of don't throw stones in glass houses? So let me introduce you to someone that is absolutely locked the fuck in calling people out for their dishonesty and hypocritical standards.
Why, thank you, Gamma. My name's Beck, and I'm from Copenhagen, and I'm here to tell you...
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. The one good British man allowed in commentary, other than Chud Logic.
all about Cam Nugget's weird Discord habits. But first off, let's have a quick style switch up, shall we?
There we go.
Now, Cam Nuggets has an interesting online history when it comes to Discord, and this would come out at the end of our conversation with him on the Himpleton stream.
Failtuber at Cam Nuggets, discovered by grift agents to have been active, perhaps staff, member of online Gunnar erotic roleplay channel, The Gentleman's Club.
Yo, babe!
Here,
what the fuck?
A rudimentary Discord dating profile was found alongside various
fucking Discord dating. Jesus, man.
Interactions with the deviants therein.
Now, this particular rabbit hole has a few twists and turns within it, but what's great about it is the timing, because it displays what Cam is like when he's on the receiving end of a false narrative. At the very least, the stuff that's been dug up on Cam Nuggets does display his inability to hold himself to the standards that he would hold other people to. That being said, I do want to wheel back to something else, because I recently discovered that an interview I had with Cam that I assumed I had deleted because it is largely fucking boring, I actually still have a copy of. And there are a few bits in here which are kind of interesting given the current context.
Did you see his James, I think it's James Warren pays for sex workers?
Yeah, I did see that too.
What's your initial reaction?
Jesus Christ, this fucking artwork. This artwork's cursed, man.
It's a lot. I mean, I've kind of, taken a step back. I mean, I am moving as well, so stuff's been going on, but yeah, I mean, I've made videos about Dogpack saying how his newest video just wasn't the best, and then when he pretty much admitted, he came out and said he was wrong. The way I see it is, just because you say you were wrong doesn't mean, you didn't do the damage, and so I definitely have become someone who's more like, I'm willing to not instantly attack, narratives. I'll definitely wait a little bit.
That's funny.
I don't mind watching it live on stream and giving a reaction, but I'm definitely not going to make a video shouting to the high heavens like, we need to take down MrBeast. No, you know what I mean?
Which is interesting, because since we had this conversation, Cam has released 34 videos, 21 of which are connected to the MrBeast drama, even being charitable and removing everything involving KSI or Logan Paul. It would still be about 14 videos made on MrBeast himself.
Do you think not just for yourself, but this kind of thing has discredited you guys, potentially? The other people who've covered it, people like Surprise Witness, whatever his name is, the guy who looks like Harry Potter.
Quinthio,
and Echo from Above.
I definitely think it's gotten to a point where we have to be upfront and say we may have covered it too much from a biased lens. And I'm more than happy to say that I've done that. Like I even...
Oh, but you're not doing it here, right? You're not doing it here.
said in my newest video, like, yeah, Dogpack's newest video, like, it makes us look bad. Like, we've been the one platforming all these ideas, you know, and something this brutal comes out not being true, and we've kind of like built an audience of people who aren't even willing to understand that. Like, if you even say, like, yeah, maybe this video wasn't good. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't make claims about like a guy beating his girlfriend and without proving it first, like even by like waiting a couple days, we get like attacked and they're like, you're a beast glazer now. So I can definitely say we've kind of put ourselves in a corner by building that little audience. But, you know, I'm more than willing
Interesting. It's so goddamn interesting.
Say I'm going to look into this content with like a different lens. I don't know about the others though.
Now, I don't want to harp on the fact that Cam is obviously fucking compromised, and this is why many commentators are going to look at him and question whether he'd be a liability to work with. It seems a lot more fun, quite honestly, to look into Cam's history and see why he is so heavily incentivized to make MrBeast content. And I'll give you a spoiler, it's because Cam Nugget's previous content, some of which was radically different. No one fucking watched it.
Zinnia began her weightlifting journey in 2022.
What the fuck is this? Goddamn. That is a, wow. All I gotta say to that is wow. Goddamn.
And in just 1 year has become a real-life Marissa from Street Fighter 6. Rhea Ripley. Rhea.
Oh my, wait, is he doing like a, oh my god, he's doing like a top 10 muscled women. Oh my god, the signs of him being a gooner are all there to begin with.
Is an Australian WWE superstar who was taken the world by storm recently for being the gothic muscle mommy who leaves
The gothic muscle mommy. Jesus.
every man and woman alike wanting to be crushed like the floor she stomps as she makes her way to the ring.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. What? Oh, what the fuck, man? This guy is... There's no saving him. There's no saving him, Chad. He wants some muscle. Cam Nuggets wants some muscle mommies. God damn.
I can see why you enlisted this, Cam. This content is ridiculous. You couldn't waterboard this sort of shit out of
Jesus.
me. It shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody this motherfucker was caught in a gooning Discord. And that's to say nothing of his bizarre ASMR content.
What's up?
What the fuck?
What's up? What's up? Welcome. My name is Cam Nuggets. And you are watching my first ASMR video.
Burn it. Burn it all to the fucking ground. Let's fucking get rid of that clip real fast.
If a person is a danger to society, they need to be looked into and possibly experimented on. Regardless, I hope they got what they want, because look at the fucking state of this shit.
Baby hands.
Fuck, man.
That is the face of a man who is already picturing the lamp that he is going to make out of your skin. Though, while we're here, it's probably worth noting how Cam first came to the attention of the commentary community. And it will come as no surprise to any of you, it was from having a terrible fucking take on a story that he didn't really understand.
I am not the arbiter of what is considered fair use, what is considered, you know, the rights to create content. Dark Viper has been on YouTube for almost a decade. I'm not sure how long Chud has been on YouTube, if this is even his main account. But in this case, I would argue that watching someone's entire video and just occasionally pausing it to insult them isn't
Bitch.
as much fair
Stupid.
use as
Idiot.
you would like to
Motherfucker. Oh, look what I'm doing. Silly old me.
claim. Even my videos, you know, even commentary content is kind of in this weird gray area when it comes to fair use.
Okay, Cam's response to a lot of the pushback he gets is he is just covering the story. But the Dark Viper stuff highlights the issues because he's not just giving commentary, he's giving opinions on what he feels. And most importantly, he just doesn't understand what the fuck he is talking about. Subjects like fair use don't come down to how you feel about
Dude,
something.
this guy's he's a genius. What do you mean? What do you mean, Becky? He's such a fucking genius. He needs to be the new leader of commentary. Screw Nicholas DeOrio. Screw Augie RFC. Screw Chud Logic. Screw Tommy C. Cam Nuggets needs to be the face of commentary.
Or somebody's coverage, they come down to what the law says. And even in cases where this has been tested to its logical extremes, such as Sargon of Akkad versus Aquila, obviously, the law has come down the side of content creators doing something as simple as changing a title and re-uploading somebody's content. And obviously, I'm giving you a very broad brush approach because I'm not a lawyer and neither is Cam Nuggets. So why would he even have a take like this? Well, the answer is fairly fucking obvious. It's because he didn't know who Chud Logic was, and he thought siding with Dark Viper, a far bigger content creator, would be the safer bet. And if you're starting to see a pattern emerge, congratulations, you have better cognitive skills than the average 5-year-old. And what makes this kind of hilarious is Cam Nuggets is fully aware of what he's doing. The reason he has covered so many topic areas in the last year is he has been looking for something to latch onto to grow his channel.
I mean, I feel like with any like up and coming YouTuber, like they find that gold mine and they hit it. Usually it's like, oh, Fortnite or like Minecraft. And this time it's like news coverage. So, you know, for me, like I'm in the middle of a move, so I can't really give like an honest answer of like, would I keep covering this stuff every day, all day if I wasn't in the middle of
The answer is yes. Your posting history post-interview says otherwise. Yes, you would absolutely cover this every day.
a move? I don't know. But I can kind of blame my move as to why I'm not covering it. Like there are some people who are like every day there's like still new MrBeast videos. I've kind of fallen off that. Like I can't really give my energy to that every single day anymore.
And I'm pleased to inform you that Cam Nugget's opinions on the Dark Viper drama still fall apart under the smallest scrutiny.
You know, there were plenty of large creators who were in that same kind of circle at that time that weren't striked. The only one who got striked was the one who reacted to like the longer content, and it didn't really transform it in the way that Dark Viper defines as his like form of fair use, which
he wrote a 17-page psycho document about it. I mean,
yeah, but like for example, like you know, even Moist, who he said,
dude, he's defending the guy who compared reaction content to rape. Let that sink in, chat. Let that fucking sink in. That Cam Nuggets is defending the guy who compared reaction content to fucking Bill Cosby.
that Moist tried to ruin his career by misrepresenting some of his ideas and whatnot from that. He didn't strike him, even though he probably could, and be like, oh, well...
Why are you going to strike Moist Critical, one of the largest commentators on
yeah,
platform,
I mean...
or Chud Logic, who at the time I believe had about 30,000 subs? You know,
I mean...
You know, what if you're going to pick your fucking battles, are you going to pick the dude who is much less likely to be able to fight back against you?
Okay, with that out of the way, let's talk about the Discord servers, and please note that is plural, as in there are multiple we're going to talk about, because
multiple? My guy, what? Multiple?
Shockingly, the first one that was noted, the Gentleman's Club, is not the juiciest part of this story. Nevertheless, let's begin there. The Gentleman's Club is an exceptional server designed to cater to the refined tastes and discerning needs of astute individuals seeking sophisticated and engaging online community. Established as a sanctuary for like-minded individuals, this virtual haven cultivates an atmosphere of dignity, knowledge, and camaraderie. Yes, that's right, Cam Nuggets levels of degeneracy would give Reddit a run for its money. But what I'd like to...
Wait. Oh my... Wait. He's 26? He's 26 and he's acting this fucking stupid? This guy is 4 years older than me and he's acting this fucking dumb? Brother in fucking Christ. You're a lost cause, Cam. I hate to say it, you're a fucking lost cause, man. Fucking 26 and setting up Discord dating profiles. Get on fucking Tinder like the rest of fucking society at this point.
to focus in on here is the color of Cam's name in this chat. You will note that it is white, which begs an interesting question. Where do all these screenshots with Cam's name in purple come from? Well, that would be another server named Edgy.
Okay, like, I want to date a woman from here, right? These were just all troll messages.
No, so there's two. Apparently one leaked from this gentleman's club, which was a server for only 18 plus people. You had to verify with your ID to join.
Yeah.
And I did my introduction saying who I am, what I prefer in people. And you can just do whatever you want. It's kind of like a little swingers club of like consenting adults.
Swingers? Dude, you're fucking e-swinging? What the? You're being a fucking e-swinger? This goddamn degenerate. What the fuck?
And were you trolling in there, or were you genuinely just trying to find someone to?
I mean, I just was in there to have a good time.
Okay, because I mean,
What you mean by that? What you mean by good time? God fucking damn.
The messages are out of context. They are just beyond words.
Well, you have to pay attention to what servers the messages are from. Like, for example, if I was talking sexual in a server full of all 18-year-olds where everyone consented, that's a lot different than me talking sexual in a public server full of all kinds of people. You know what I mean? So I think knowing which Discord each chat you're referring to is important.
You see, Cam immediately jumped to his own defense by pointing out that there were no children involved in the server, and everyone within the Gentleman's Club was ID verified, which would be kind of inconvenient for Cam if he was well aware that Edgy contained minors. Now, a lot has already been said about this particular message, but personally, I actually think it's a bit of a red herring. Though it is worth noting that Cam's actions around this incident are just fucking weird.
There's a little kid showing his what the fuck? Dude, no, what the
You
fuck?
reported to the mod, right? Did you leave this server? Because that would be my first thing is like, okay, there's a kid flashing in here, right? I don't know how long it's going to take for the mods,
Well,
but I
no,
don't want to be
that's
associated
not.
with this.
The server is public, which means moderators will come and do this. If someone flashes or like does something illegal, you report them to Discord and the mods. You don't leave the server. It's not a common occurrence that a kid would go in there and flash.
But at that point, I would go, the fact that this has even happened, I'm going to leave. I'm going to distance myself, right? Like, did you at least like leave all calls? Did you just like log off?
Yeah, I left that call.
Did you move to any other calls in that server?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to the meat of this. Cam's actions within Edgy and his defense of Dogpack show that he does not give a fuck about the Chris Tyson story. Cam is well aware that Edgy is a server that contains underage people, but he is perfectly happy to make sexual jokes within it. He can deflect and say that
I'm whimpering right now. What the fuck?
Is trolling, but he is more than happy to call out MrBeast for making a dick joke in Chris Tyson's server.
Any ugly girls on? I need one?
Now, is any of this on the level of Chris Tyson? No, of course fucking not.
I need a trans girl. What the fuck?
But it displays very clearly that Cam Nuggets doesn't actually have any standards. He's not even really giving his audience his opinions, he's giving them what he thinks they want to hear so they don't eat him alive. Cam Nuggets is quite literally the sort of person who will defend the distribution of censored CSAM if it's for his tribe. And I'm really not here to moral flag to you about Cam being a gooner. None of this is a shock. The guy has a poster of Rebecca on the wall, a character that even CD Projekt Red had issues around because of her lolly coding. What I'm trying to highlight to you is that Cam Nuggets doesn't actually care about the Chris Tyson story. He probably doesn't even care about the MrBeast story. In fact, I know he doesn't.
You know, I've kind of gotten fatigue from the MrBeast stuff. Like, I don't even care anymore.
If I have one actual issue with Cam Nuggets, it's that I can't stomach creators who can't even pretend to be consistent. Unironically, his MrBeast coverage would actually be more interesting if he was just honest with the audience that he doesn't think sexual jokes in a Discord including minors is that much of an issue. And he could do that and still be critical of Chris Tyson for things like the Shadman art, or the fact that Nathan, who was a minor at the time, was the one who set the Not Safe for Work channel up. Unfortunately for Cam Nuggets, much like his audience, he can only see things in black and white. You are either for MrBeast or you're against MrBeast. You're either against Chris Tyson or you are a nonce. And I take great pleasure in breaking the news to you that audiences like that have no value. It's why most commentators have no interest in placating the anti-MrBeast crowd, or even really making anti-MrBeast content at this point. Audience members like that carry an inherent risk, because they will do damage to your channel over time. It's how you end up with channels with massive sub numbers and no fucking views. Because when that story moves on, when they're bored, or when you have a take they don't like, Cam, they will fucking abandon you. At any rate, thank you to...
I 100% agree. We're at the end of the video. Go sub to Gamma if you aren't already. He did a fantastic job with this, and so did Beckett. And that's really I guess the moral of the story is that, like, you have people like Tommy C who have been in the game for like 10 plus years, and like they don't have the biggest sub count, but he has integrity, and that's something you gotta respect. That's something that's gonna last you a whole lot longer than a big sub count, because people like Cam Nuggets are just fucking in it for the numbers game, and they will say and do what they feel is necessary in order to get famous, and that's not something I'm